Hey guys, this is Prophet and you're watching Prophet Next Gen. This is building a security checkpoint trader house. So a lot of you have become part of the issue where you've wanted to trade with somebody, you want to trade with people, and you build a house, you build a place where people can come and trade with you, or they come to you and to use your facilities. And what happens after you've helped them out, they've destroyed your place or they've killed you, robbed you, all that good stuff. So what I've done is I've created a security gate to let one person in at a time as you see fit, to let people come in and do their thing, and if they decide to rob you or try and kill you, they're going to do it inside the house and they're not going to get away. But either way, it's a cool thing, it looks awesome, looks nice, so go ahead and try it yourself. This build can be pretty much done in any which way you want, any form, but I chose to make a 3x5 large platform. The actual security gate entrance could either be a foundation or a foundation with ramp. This build doesn't have to necessarily be done with wood, steel, cement, brick, or anything like that. It's your choice the way you want to build it. Regardless of foundation or ramp foundation, you're going to want to put a window in between the two foundations. You're going to want to put a door frame on the right foundation, and on the foundation on the left, you're going to want to put in another window. This is where things get a little bit more technical. If you did use a ramp foundation, you're going to want to use a wall top arch on either side. Also, make sure to scrap or store any side connected foundations to fit in the wall top arch. Sometimes to move forward, you got to go back. Don't be afraid to remove the pieces and store them to add in the next piece. Go ahead and add in the wall slants on both sides. Now add a wall top arch on the centerpiece. Add in some slanted roof pieces, and now go ahead and put in your windows and doors back on the front again. Just as a little reminder, don't forget to put the door on the right side. The next piece to clip in is going to be a doorway. Now for this part, it's purely personal preference. You can go ahead and fill in the entire outside wall, leaving in doors and windows as you please. Now this is an important part. If you want to add in the garage door facing in the right direction, you're going to have to put in foundations on the opposite side of the door and the window. Now you can go ahead and add in your garage door. If you don't already have the garage door, you can find him on Graham, a friendly super mutant living in Appalachia. He travels with a Brahmin companion named Mumu. Now in that plan, he will sell all powered doors. Okay, now let's put in a small generator and connect it to our garage door. When the garage door is powered, it will go up. When it's not powered, it will shut down. I don't currently have a switch to turn it off and on, but when you connect the switch directly to it, when it's in on position, the door will open. When it's in off position, the door will close. Important note, not all powered doors are working correctly. The ones with a touchpad, you were given a code for the door, and on the opposite side, the switch is on the off position always. So for now, you're going to want to use regular powered doors like I am here, or if you find a switch, use that. Now the security checkpoint is complete, and in this little small room here is where the person would go inside the room once the gate goes up. Now if you turn to your left, you have this awesome view right outside to see if there's anyone else trying to jump into your base or trying to look out to rob you. Now let's get back to the idea of the guy in the small room. If you scrap the cable, the door will close, and if you have a switch and you put in the off position, you can close it, and immediately the person inside this room gets stuck and can't get out. Now if you like the person, you can go ahead and open the door and let them on in. Now I'm not saying I condone this, but if you are trying to be a raider, this could be a great idea. If you have a switch on the top floor and you leave the gate open, somebody can just walk right in and you can close them in. But that's on you. This is what the garage door looks like from the outside in the closed position. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do some little decorating and let you watch for a bit. Alright, this is a little problem I've come up with some of the items in this game. This time it just happened to be the razor grain that it would not allow me to put into a place onto dirt. Then all of a sudden it would tell me that it had to be placed in water. I went to the water, placed it in the water to see if it would fix it, and it didn't. So I went back to where I originally started, and I got out of the menu and then went back in again, and it fixed the issue. Let me know in the comments below any of you who had this same issue with any other product, any other item in the game. But just know that you'll just have to get out of the menu and then come back in. It will fix the problem. Now that we have all that, let's go ahead and add in the stairs in the direction that I'm showing you now, leaving one space for a floor up top, and we'll start adding in the walls around it and start adding the furniture downstairs. I added a doorway here, which I will be locking the door as well, simply for the fact that I don't want anybody else going upstairs. That's my own personal space. Down here is a place where if I do trading or have anything like that, people come down here. Here I'm just adding a few things for the kitchen area. On this side, we're just going to add in your basic workstations. Time to add all the floor pieces on the second floor. Something to note that the floor piece must be built off of the stairs and the other one's connected to that one in order. Any new pieces must be placed next to a piece that's already put down. Now start adding walls of your choosing on the spots shown here. You'll have to add in a half wall on the last block and all the way around on both sides. On all the corners, you'll want to add in a corner roof piece and fill in with the half slanted all the way around. You're going to want to take the little tiny triangle pieces and add them into each one of these sections that are open. Earlier in the first floor, you saw me add 2 kitchen walls. Those 2 pieces are actually preventing me from adding the stairs on the second floor in the direction that I need them. So what you need to do is go downstairs, remove the 2 walls, and then go back upstairs, and then you can place the stairs where you need them. That's just one of the problems that you might come across as well. So if you know that you have a wall underneath, that's what's preventing you from actually placing it. But either way, I did take the stairs and move it 1 block ahead, 1 block forward, because I didn't really like the placement of it. So I went ahead and did that, and it all started working well. Time to start adding in the floor pieces on the 3rd floor. We're going to stop at only 6 floor pieces on the top floor, because on the back part, we're going to add in the flat roof pieces. On the top facing out, we're going to add in a window frame, and in the back, we're going to add a door frame. Now we're going to go ahead and start adding the half walls all the way around. But towards the front on both left and right side, we're going to have a half wall with windows, and you'll see why later. A lot of times you're going to come into this problem where there's a piece that just won't fit on a higher level of a building you're creating, and just know that it's because of a piece you have directly underneath that's facing the opposite direction. So what you're going to have to do is actually store that piece, put the piece that's higher in the direction that you want it, and then replace the piece that you have underneath in the direction that is the same way as the one you have on top. Now we can go ahead and add in the corner roof pieces on all 4 corners, and also add in the triangle wedge pieces to fill in the spaces, and lastly, add the top roof pieces to close it off. Earlier I told you to add in the half wall pieces with the windows in it, and this was the reason why. I'm going to go ahead and put little small generators on both sides and run a cable to the turrets that I'm going to have on the outside. Fair warning to those of you trying to do the same thing: if you don't put a turret on a flat surface, it will be considered floating, and hence if your build gets deleted for whatever reason and you try and put it back, it will not let you put it down as a complete build because it'll say that the turrets will be floating. Now I'm going to go ahead and add furniture, beds, lights, walls, door, bathroom. You guys could do this pretty much any way you want, but personally this was my own little space and I wanted to add and make it into my bedroom. Going back downstairs, now it's just pretty much about adding the few things that I left out, the walls I pulled out, a couple posters here and there, just some finishing touches. Now I'm going to start adding these connectors all the way around the building, at least 1 block away from each other. That way I can have power all the way around the house. If you start having an issue where you see the wires aren't connecting right after you put them, all you have to do is click on the cable again and let go of it, and it'll actually go and connect back to the spot where it's supposed to be. You'll know you've done it correctly when all the power conduits have the little green light on the very bottom lit up. And also, if you point at them, you'll see a white electric symbol in the budget area. Now, earlier I had talked to you guys about all the other powered walls that they have in the game with the switches and the keypads. These are them right here. But like I said before, they are broken. The keypad, they will give you a code for it, but the powered walls aren't going to work correctly because that switch right there will not go up in the on position. It'll just stay on off the entire time, even when powered. So it is an issue. Now here I brought a friend of mine, Q Report, also on YouTube, a good friend of mine. I brought him here to help us demonstrate how the garage door security door actually works. But of course, this is fall and nothing comes out the way it does or the way you plan. And just so happens a bunch of ghouls decided to crash the party, and they set off a huge amount of explosions from my turrets upstairs, which was actually pretty good because I did want to test those out, and I guess now you guys get a chance to see how those work, which obviously they're pretty good. So if somebody was to come here and decide they want to actually fight with you, they also have to deal with the turrets, not just being locked up inside the door. So this is how it should work, the same way I explained it before. Someone would come and they would start playing the instruments, and I would hear them play the instruments, or they would come out here and make some type of noise. Immediately I would come and I would connect the cable directly to the garage door, or if I had a switch I would turn it on and it would open the garage door. Once the garage door was open, I could walk up towards the window and look outside to see what's going on out there. There goes one of the ghouls, and here could come the person that wants to come in. They would see the door open and come inside, where from this I can actually close the door and they would be trapped inside, or as I would see it, prevent anyone else from trying to come into the house. From here I would look at the person, see what I think of them, if they look like a decent person, or if I'm talking to them in game and I'm not worried about it, I would open a door and have them come inside, and it'd all be cool and we can start our trading, and that would be just awesome. Well guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Please, if you have any comments, please leave them down below. I will read them. I will get back to you. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. It helps my channel grow, helps me want to do more for you guys. You can also follow me on Twitter at ProphetNextGen, PROPHETNEXGEN. Thank you so much, guys, and make sure to check out all the other Fallout content that I have on my channel. All Fallout 4, old Fallout 4 builds, which you will not be disappointed. They are pretty amazing stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace out.